This podcast is brought to you in partnership with Pulltab Sports. Check them out at pulltabsports.com and on all social media platforms at Pulltab Sports.
Maverick fans, welcome to this week's episode of Chattin Mavericks, the official fan podcast of all things Maverick hockey.
What is up, Maverick Nation? Holy geez, guys. I mean, where do we even start this one? We got people assaulting people with metal pipes outside of the mail before the game on Friday. We got the Chattin Mavericks bump is in full effect. We got monkey off the back sellies, guys dining and dashing at rounders in the student section, people in section 217 trying to set up podcast hosts with cheerleaders, women's hockey sweeping the Gophers with the sickest name in women's hockey, Mercury Bischoff getting a hattie, football pulling off a huge upset. Women's basketball is on an absolute heater, ranked 8th in the nation. Men's basketball, big bounce back win the other night. Women's soccer is playing right now, ranked 3rd, I believe. Guys, all that, and we haven't even mentioned the Mavs completely outclassed the Huskies, getting all 6 points in front of 2 killer crowds of the mail this weekend. My Lord, what a time to be a Maverick. Chad, I need a breather. How the heck are you, guy? Holy
boy,
shit.
Man, I need to know more about this lead pipe story. We'll get into that, but
yeah, we can. I can pull up
the
the police blotter report here.
Someone beat someone up. Chadwick.
just finished Austin at a hockey tournament this weekend, so we've just been all over the place. Still managed. We took 5th.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on the format. We got absolutely hosed, but It is what it is.
I'm sure it's the format.
Yeah. It was.
It's always the format.
Still managed to make it down to Mankato on Friday with Austin and his buddies. That was a good time.
Yeah.
We'll get into that as well. I've been busy all day. Did anybody catch the Packers score? I didn't. Anybody know? Is it still going? Juts? You got anything?
They played decent.
They switched it off. They switched it. It got so bad that they took it off the air. JJ McCarthy sucks.
Crazy.
Ass. Give me Blacks. Give me Bros.
No.
I'm done
No,
with
he's the future for sure.
We spent way too much money to be this fucking bad this year is all I'm gonna say.
Alex Tracy reverse jinxed the Bears. Aren't they doing decent? Are they playing right now, or do they already play? I don't even fucking know.
No, they're playing at noon. I was watching the first half with him and Stender. I forgot Stender's a Steelers fan. They're playing each other. It's 31-28 right now with a minute and 20 left.
So they're throwing
shout out
pots and pans at each other.
Conrad and the Strand family and all the other Packer fans on the Mavericks hockey team. This one's for you. It was a good day.
Hell yeah. Juts, how are you doing? Obviously, you just mentioned you were down at Mavericks, catching a little bit of the game there.
Yeah. Juts and his car getting home this weekend were 0 for 2. Had to go.
Hey, that's a good thing though. Not stick handling when you shouldn't be is not a bad.
I don't drink and drive. But I get down there and of course somehow Shelly's like knows that I'm downtown. She's like, "Hey, Alex is working." I'm like, "How did you?"
She's got a tracker on you.
Like, how'd you know I just got down here? Like,
it's a safe bet.
I'm at Rounders saying hi to some of my coworkers, and then she's like, "Alex," I'm like, "I'll go say hi." So yeah, watch the first half of the shitty ass Packers game with him, and then hearing him and Stender talking about the Bears Steelers game was funny.
Hell yeah,
good weekend all around. Me and Cam got into some debauchery. But
did we?
I don't know. Did we?
I don't think so. That I remember at least.
No, it more happened after I went home Friday and in North Kid. He signed up.
Yeah, that's why I stay on this side of the river. Yeah, no, great weekend, Juts. You're right. I mean, obviously Mavericks doing their thing. Seems like every sports team that has a Maverick on their sweater did something this weekend, which was super, super fun to see everyone getting involved in the fun. Yeah, it was fucking sweet. Started a new job this week, so that was an adventure. I was up in Chad's neighborhood a little bit there. Didn't invite me over for lunch, but it's all right. We'll talk about that. Yeah.
Tell me beforehand, dude.
I didn't know, so but I'll let you know this later on. But yeah, and it's Turkey Day coming up, guys. My favorite things. I mean, favorite holiday. I mean,
it's your favorite holiday, really?
Yeah, I love Thanksgiving.
I'm a big
all the food.
4th of July fella. Big.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing beats 4th of July for me.
Yeah.
4th of July and Christmas. Thanksgiving is just pre-Christmas. That's all it is.
Thanksgiving is just like
it's JV
as
Christmas.
I get older, the more stressful I realize how Thanksgiving is. Like the more like, shit I'm realizing like has to get done for Thanksgiving. Like 4th of July, you just show up with a case of beer and get after it.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. I also got to shout out my brother's team. I'm wearing the Windhawk, my old Windhawk warm-up beanie here. I think I got 35 on the side there. They won their first game against Worthington. My brother got his first varsity shutout, a 7-save shutout. Not much less than Tracy on Friday, but
7-save shutout.
Still counts. So congrats to them. Worthington's gonna have another tough year for the 30th year in a row, it looks like. So yeah, I don't know. You guys got anything more here? I mean, we got some news to get to, got some tech hockey to make fun of. I mean, I'm ready to go if you guys are.
Fire up.
Let's do it.
Last week, going back to last Monday, Alex Tracy, goaltender of the week, Evan Murr, defenseman of the week. Big Bag, what kind of tweet do we call that?
That is an evergreen tweet.
Amen. Mavericks ranked 14th in the USCHO poll. I was kind of surprised we bumped up last weekend, just considering the level of our opponent, but I'll take it. That was nice to see. I guess, needless to say, we got, 5 out of 6 points on the road. So they thought that was worthy enough. And the other teams around us did bad enough for us to bump up. So that was cool. Morty was called up to the Flames. Sam Morton is up with the Flames. I don't know if he's still up there. I haven't really followed that a ton. I should probably be better at that, but
is that better lighting?
Yeah, no one's watching your lighting, Jets. What do you know about Morty?
I think he's still up. Another person got hurt, so I think he'll be up and get a good shot for a while, from what I was told.
Okay, cool.
And then Sandy was playing top line Iowa Wild last night.
Oh, hell yeah, Sandy.
Oh,
guy's getting some looks. Love to see it. Wanted to throw us in here too. Strando mentioned it in his press conference a couple of times this weekend, but a former teammate of his, Nick Mulvey, he recently got diagnosed with ALS. We just wanted to show our support, make sure it got some airtime on the show. The link to the GoFundMe and some information will be in the show notes. Also, check out our Twitter and Strand's Twitter. All the information's on there. So best wishes and hope for a nice recovery for Nick there. Hate to hear that, hate to see that. But I don't know, you guys, I mean, you got any points on kind of all over the map there, but Chad, you got any points on those news items before we hop into tech here?
I mean, at this point, how can you, what has to happen for Tracy and or Murr to be overtaken in the weekly goalie, defenseman, player of the week, what have you? I want to be in that room and just see how they talk about it, because it's almost like you'd have to back-to-back shutouts or multi-goal defenseman weekends. I mean, they're just playing out of their minds. I'm curious how those conversations go, how quickly they determine goalie of the week.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. I mean, it's easier for them. They just use the same graphic. Everything's a graphic now. So
yeah, it's Tracy, right, guys? Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
that's what they do this week. There's a lot of Bemidji will probably have forward of the week, or not forward of the week, rookie of the week. That rookie got 4 goals on Friday night.
Yeah.
And then Tracy will probably be goaltender of the week.
I mean, rookie of the week. How do you not look at Zeddy too? I mean, Zeddy had 2 goals back-to-back games.
He's a sophomore. Well, or is it rookie in?
I guess, yeah.
Is it in the CCHA?
Maybe you have to be a true freshman. I guess. I was just thinking first points, but yeah, I guess that's a good point. Yeah, still give it to Zeddy. Fuck that kid. No one likes him.
I don't know if what they consider if you're a rookie in the CCHA, but I don't think that's what it is.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I doubt we're gonna get much else, just with the absolute gong shows of goals that were scored by other teams this weekend.
Yeah. There's a lot going on, which I'd be shocked if we'll get to. Chad, I've got the police blotter report pulled up for the pipe assault outside of the Mayo Clinic. It doesn't look like anyone was seriously hurt, so we're not making fun of someone getting their brains bashed in or something. I want to make that very clear. But at 6:47 p.m., so just before puck drop there, Mankato PD is outside with a male outside the Civic Center that was assaulted by an individual with some sort of metal object. Officers stated the individual has a gash on his head. Suspect information is unknown at this time. Male ambulance crew on standby for the hockey game is making their way to the patient and are requesting a unit respond to the scene. Mayo ambulance is en route. At 6:52, Mayo ambulance crew on standby has made contact with the patient. And at 6:54, Mayo ambulance crew on scene is stating the unit en route can cancel as the patient has refused to be transported. So he's a trooper. I guess he really wanted to go to the game. He got his forehead cracked with a pipe and he still wants to go. So shout out that guy. People are saying in the comments that this guy was seen walking around Mankato the past couple of days, being rather lewd with the metal pipe. Some are saying he was stroking it going down the sidewalk. Leave that up to you guys to figure out. So I don't know. So yeah, craziness. Welcome to Mankato. That's hockey. That's baseball.
That must have been that was like right around the time we were walking in.
Yeah, you must have just missed it.
The other side?
It said right. It must have been, because what doors do you go in? It says right in front. I guess it says outside the Civic Center, so maybe it could have been on any of the sides. Maybe it's on the, I don't know.
Over by the Flask side?
Yeah, maybe on the Flask sides where there's some more questionable businesses and people probably, but I don't know.
Judd's.
Judd's.
Gonna bury that one into the ground, use it all up.
Anyway, let's get into it. It's now time for the Mankato Play It Again Sports Series recap. Shoot and score at Play It Again Sports Mankato, your locally owned sporting goods store serving Southern Minnesota for 25 years. Whether you're looking for used gear, new gear, maybe a helmet you need to wear around Mankato because you're going to get your shit knocked in by a guy with a metal pipe, they got you covered. Hockey, baseball, softball, golf, wrestling, volleyball, and more. Do not forget to bring in your used but not used up sports equipment for credit towards your next purchase or cold, hard cash. Cash is king. Thank you to Play It Again Sports for sponsoring the Chattin Mavericks podcast. Guys, let's get into it. We've been talking about it a little bit. Obviously, everyone who's listening to the show already knows that the Mavericks took all 6 points from Michigan Tech this weekend. Looking at Saturday, 3-0 complete and utter domination win by Minnesota State. 1 goal per period. Jack Smith leading things off. Just a really nice play on the power play. He kind of shot it. It got blocked, got his own rebound, and then he buried it. Ralphs and Tristan assisting on that goal. In the second period, Reed Moore gets his first of the year, assisted by Jacob Bonkowski. And in the third, Alex Zetterberg throws the monkey into section 301. Luigi Benicasa and Liam Watkins assisting on that goal. I love that, Sally. I'm a, as you can see, there's a Spit Chicklets flag right there. I mean, the Spit Chicklets guy, Ryan Whitney, he was famous for the monkey off the back, Sally. So I'm a big monkey off the back, Sally. I think it was absolutely beautiful. Speaking of outclassing, shots were 2-15 in the first period, 3-9 in the second, and 7-3 in the third. They got us there in the third with shots, but totals were 12-27. Alex Tracy getting his just another shutout for him, just another day at the office. A nice crowd of 4,222. Other than that, guys, I mean, that's about all there is. I hate to say it was almost a boring game, but it was almost a boring game. Like it was just complete, utter shutdown. I don't know what Tech's deal was, but like the Mavericks played unbelievable. Tech did not play unbelievable. And yeah, I mean, I'll throw it right to you, Chad. That was a best hockey game I've seen the guys play in a long time.
Absolutely. That was an old school ass whooping. That's what we used to see, years ago in Hastings prime. Start to finish, just absolute domination. Everybody doing everything. Like everybody on that bench made a play in some fashion. Like they were just making plays all night long, and it literally took everybody. There was there's nobody left. There was nobody scratched, right?
Yeah.
Everybody who could play did play.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. No healthy scratches. Everybody who could put a jersey on, put a jersey on. And they just kicked the shit out of Michigan Tech. It was so much fun to watch.
Yes. Yeah, it was great. I think Tracy made his first save at the 3-minute mark of the first period.
17-minute mark. that would be.
Or 3 minute left mark. Thanks, Juts.
I got you.
Stat guy. I don't know. I mean, Luigi had a great game. He hit the post on that breakaway in the second. That was a ringer. On that game, another thing I have down here, Steven Stardarian's 11-game, 17-point streak comes to an end that game as well. That was cool to end that.
Hard to have points when you don't score.
On Reed's goal, I know it's not on the stat sheet, but actually Strand made a really good play.
Yeah,
it was a 2-on-1, and they were both coming down, and Strand played it perfectly where he was still open for a pass on the 2-on-1. So he had to make, obviously the goaltender and the defenseman had to play both those guys. And I think they both kind of leaned maybe a little bit more towards Strand and left just a little bit of an opening for Reed to hit. And he absolutely sniped that from outside the circle. So,
that was nailed.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I know Luigi and Zeddy had a couple of 2-on-1 opportunities during that game. So they got the one that they buried there in the third. That was nice to see. Juts, what do you got on Friday here?
Yeah, like Big Bag said, everyone that could play was playing. So I was a little bit, I know we talked about it last week. We were worried, like, would they be tired? Would they lose their legs?
Yeah.
We didn't see that Friday. I mean, a little bit Saturday.
For sure.
There, we'll talk about that later. But no, it definitely, those kids, like Strand playing offense, I thought was, at first I was looking at Kellen, like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, we have 4 lines. Like, why do we need Strand up there? And then I was watching him play. I'm like, holy. It was the right call.
Yeah, we might have found something here.
It just like I said, first couple of weeks is just like he was the one that took that cross-checking penalty for just like no reason. I think, right?
You're talking
against Omaha.
No, like the one where
weekend?
you were. Yeah, this weekend where you looked at me.
Oh yeah, I was mad about it. I mean, it was an open ice hit. I mean, he extended his arms, but it's not like they were both standing there.
But like you just gotta there was no reason to make that hit. Like really,
I think they skated into each other. I mean, it's all it was. But yeah, whatever.
We just gotta stop. Just those penalties are just we gotta stop those because they're gonna, especially with teams like Tech, we gotta stay out of the box.
Yeah.
But other than that,
that was on. I think that was on.
Are we talking about Saturday?
Yeah, that was Saturday.
I think that was. I don't remember. I just know that there was a penalty that I don't remember what day it was. They blended together. Obviously, like penalties, it's hard to tell like what it's what. But no, he played really well. Tracy, I was talking to him today. He's like, that's the easiest shutout I've ever had. I think ever.
I mean, I mean, he can say that too, but I mean, those are really hard games when you're sitting idle for that long, and then someone comes down, and you still have to make a play. Like that's
like shot wise. Any goalie, that was the easiest one I've ever had.
That's still very difficult to do.
Me a lot of those national tournament, the team that went to the national championship.
Yeah,
of those games, but like those games would be 7-0. So they'd be, you know what I mean, like. We dominate, but we could find the back of the net more. So they were a little more interesting. Like Cam was saying, they're kind of boring because it was 3-0. Like for how much we dominated, the score probably should have been a little bit more.
It could have been, yeah. Like could have been. It just Luigi hit the post. Their goalie made some insane saves. I mean, I think
once.
Scholl got robbed on Saturday. I know Zeddy got robbed a couple of times. I mean, it was, yeah. It could have very easily been a lot more, which is crazy to think about going into the weekend with.
But yeah, that was the best. That was the best 60 I've seen from that team in probably the Strand era.
Yeah.
I know Cam was saying maybe Western Michigan. I was saying that
the game felt a lot just like effort wise.
Yeah,
like the team just looked structurally like they did against Western. Like it just looked really. Attractive.
Dominated in all 3 aspects of the game, which we haven't done all year. So that was awesome to see both, like everything clicking at the same time.
Yeah,
and it needed to happen against a team.
Well,
like
I think
Tech.
what magnified their performance in that game, and I think I was trying to make this point earlier, but it didn't come across very well. Was I was legit nervous going into that game. I didn't know what we were going to get with everybody being hurt and putting everybody in the lineup, and just how. I don't want to say shaky, but like just how incomplete, I guess they've been for the last few weeks. Like to just see them go out there in that situation, having so many injuries and being unsure of how this weekend was going to go, especially playing against a team like Tech, to just dominate like that was absolutely insane.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And we didn't even get to Zetterberg, you know. I've been dying for him to score a goal. I've been waiting. I pick him in my first goal bet every single game because I'm like, this is the week. And I picked him this week, and sure enough, he got one. But Austin took Reed, and so he won all the money.
And it was nice to see both those guys. Getting the depth scoring right now is just unbelievable. And one thing I took, watching Strand's video conference at the next day on Saturday. He had a quote is something bad happened with injuries and something good happened with guys stepping up, and it's glued us all. I thought that was a really good, quote takeaway from him. Then another thing I wanted to point out too is obviously Reed kind of had that little bit of an injury or whatever up in Lake from the week before. He didn't really practice, according to Strand, he didn't really practice all week. Those were his first quote unquote like live fire bullets was the game all week. And he came out firing like that. Yeah. So that was from Strando in his press conference after the game. So I thought that was pretty, like, that's nuts to come out flying like that. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are good, we can hop into Saturday here. I mean, obviously, 2-3 win. Things got a little bit tighter, but again, getting comfortable and playing those 1-goal games. Jets, stop playing with your microphone. We can every time you touch it, we can hear it. Yeah. So really. Put it on the desk like me and Chad do. We know it's new for you, but come on. Well, now you're muted, so perfect. Yeah, just keep it like that. Anyway, 2-3 win on Saturday for the Mavericks over Michigan Tech. Obviously, things a little bit tighter, but getting comfortable in those 1-goal games is what Strand has been kind of stressing about in his press conferences all year, and it's really starting to look like it's going to click. Shot wise, a lot better from Michigan Tech. Obviously, they outshoot us 29-20. A lot of that coming in the second period, a 14-8 shot advantage in the second period there for Tech. Fairly even expected goals. I don't even know if we need to mention that stat anymore. But yeah, getting things going right away. Just leave no doubt on Saturday. Jacob Conrad gets his third of the year, keeping the Chattin Mavericks bump alive. It was kind of like a misplay right off the wall from Murr, and Murr kind of like sticks his stick out and tries to kind of shove it over to the middle of the ice where I think he sees Conrad kind of coming in. Conrad looked like he wound up at the other blue line, skated into the zone, and tried to send the puck into the intergovernmental building across the street. Like, it was just a bomb from the blue line. And it was, I saw him winding up, Juts. I was sitting obviously right next to you. I'm like, do it. Or, I was like, come on, Conrad. And he fires it, lets it go. And we all just went nuts. That was the best. So, Conrad assisted by Murr and Alex Zetterberg kicks things off. That's in the first period. And that's all we really had. And then Michigan Tech ties things up. Reed Anderson gets his second of the year on the power play. Nice play, really nice passing play. And leading up to that, Tracy had some unbelievable saves in the second period. One sliding over from right to left, stuck his left pad out, got it. Bardo Skevich is how you say the goalie's name too. I now know that. He made some insane saves. I don't know how you get Skevich out of the last cluster of vowels and consonants in that word, but whatever. Good for him. But yeah, both goaltenders made some unbelievable saves. But then, Mavericks come back in the third period. Evan Murr gets one, gets his sixth of the year, assisted by Luigi, and Liam Watkins is kind of I'm trying to remember that goal. Was it? I think he just let it go. Yeah, it was the one, it hit off Bardo's leg, and he put the rebound right into his defenseman's skate, and it bounced off his skate and goes in. So get pucks to net and good things happen. That's really all that matters. And then not even a minute later, Zeddy comes right back down and gets his second of the year, assisted by Mason Wheeler and Luigi Benacasa. Mason just kind of let that go from the point. Bardo couldn't control his rebound once again, didn't learn from the last shot he just took. And Zeddy was right there, kind of stick handled around him and tucked the rebound in. Obviously, on 4-on-4, the Huskies make things a little bit interesting there at the end, a little bit tighter. I had to tell everyone in our section to shut up and lock in because this is too tight to be talking about the cheerleaders. But exactly we did. It's exactly what happened. Once they scored, I'm like, all right, shut up. Just gave you my Snapchat. We're fine. No, I'm just kidding. But we locked in, and the guys held it out. It lasted the rest of the game. And just a gritty. They had some chances. Tracy was huge in those last few minutes. Guys were blocking a ton of shots, just absolute sponges. was a great end of the game. I'll throw right to you first, Chad. I don't know how much of it you caught, but obviously the result speaks for itself. Huskies didn't score a 5-on-5 goal all weekend. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, I tried to watch as much of it as I could between hockey and having the in-laws in town for the weekend. I was hanging out with them, but I had it going on my phone. The the Mavericks penalty kill has been great as of late, and honestly, that power play goal by Michigan Tech, everybody said, "Well, it was an amazing pass." Like he just he knew there was a guy over there, and he just threw it and hoped for the best. It wasn't like
it was
some phenomenal play, but it just went. I can't remember who the D man was, but it just went right between his legs, right on the other guy's stick. There was nothing nobody could do about that. That was just hope and a prayer, throw it across the crease and see what happens, and they buried it. But
Jots, what are you doing to the microphone?
I'm not doing a thing to the microphone.
I can hear you tapping on it. Is that just me?
With what?
Oh, no. Keep going, Chad. Keep going on hockey.
I'm sitting here holding it.
I'm just telling you, I can hear it.
I'm not doing a thing. Think you're hearing things.
The impact of Murr getting a goal right away in the third, I think, was a big part of that game. Because
for sure,
going into the third, nobody really knew that was anybody's game in the third period. So to put one away in the first 60 seconds was a huge turning point in that game. Even though Tech, made it, they legit made it a close game later on. But that was not a backbreaker, but it was deflating, I guess is the best way to go up that early in the third. Was huge for the Mavericks. Yeah, and you could see absolutely. It with Zetterberg scoring again a minute later. Like they just seemed flustered to start the third, and we just held on.
Well, they don't have the just so mentally strong, good coach of Joe Shawn anymore behind the bench to calm everyone down and keep everyone's nerves at ease. So I can see why. The voice of reason
that I kept pointing out to Cam, like how animated their bench got, like their coaches. Like most of the time, like when you score, like your coaches are supposed to kind of just like remain even, and their one assistant coach like freaked out on their first goal and like fist bumped, slapped the glass like twice. I'm like, dude, act like you've scored against the Mavericks before.
And they hadn't until then.
I'm like, you're acting like you just scored to win the Natty and you scored to just tie it. Like, relax. But I was like, we kept asking where's Joe, and the one like athletic trainer kept looking up at us. He did not
scoring
at all.
Scoring against Mankato in Mankato might be the closest thing they get to anything at the national level. So I mean, let them if they want to fist bump and knock their AirPods out of their ears on the bench, go for it. It's fine with me. You guys got anything more on the weekend as a whole? I mean, we can't stress it enough. I mean, just seeing this team come together like this weekend. I mean, I'll admit it. I wasn't expecting it. Like with injuries and with whatever going into the weekend, I'm like, if we come out with half the points out of this, I'm going to be pretty happy going.
I was nervous I was nervous to even get 3.
Yeah, I was
thinking we'd lose in overtime or something, and then or something. But getting 6 was ridiculous. And then after like the second period of Friday, I'm like, all right, if we play like this for 4 more periods, no one's beating us. Or like obviously we're gonna get 6, but if we play like we played Friday and Saturday, I don't think there's a team in the nation that can beat us.
Yeah.
So
it was awesome.
It's about coming together.
I obviously can't speak for Saturday because I wasn't there, but the vibe, the Mitch's Misfits and the Tech faithful that usually travel really well and show up and
nowhere to be found.
They didn't have a whole lot to cheer about, but they were few and far between. I didn't see a ton of Tech fans, and the ones I did weren't cheering. They weren't animated. And they weren't nothing.
Don't we have insider information that they were causing problems too?
Yeah, we do. I do have some insider information on let me pull up the text on I think it was Friday.
Saturday.
I think it was Friday because it was towards the end of the game. Someone said something. Let's see. Where the hell is this? I don't know where this tech, but there was something about there. Someone was getting into it with with one of the Maverick fans, and they're like security was like standing down there, and we're like kind of watching the tech fans. I don't really know what was said. Okay, yeah, right here. This is insane over here. You should see this Michigan Tech section. Security is about to kick them out. It was so funny. Someone told a Michigan Tech fan to shut up, and they lost their mind, I guess, is what was happening. So they were there. I guess they don't like being shushed when all 20 of them that showed up didn't like something that someone else said. It doesn't really sound like that big a deal, but it's kind of funny, I guess. Security thought it was enough to get down there and keep an eye on those Husky faithfuls. Yeah, I mean, but the weekend as a whole, for me, not giving up a 5-on-5 goal was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Obviously, on the weekend, that moves us, further away from our only regulation loss on the season, which was back against Omaha in the first game of the season. That's a pretty nice stat. Yeah, just got to keep rolling. I mean, you guys, you got anything more?
Well, that makes me think. So, in the CCHA, and what we know about other teams and other teams' fans, pick a team whose fans would make you even slightly nervous about a little Donnybrook in the stands.
Definitely. I mean, not Tech fans. None of those. I mean, the
No.
computer people.
Bemidji
They're
fan
all
tried to get in
nerds.
with me, and he was 95 years old. So I got nothing. Bemidji fans don't scare me.
Bemidji fans
Augustana
could have
fans,
that
maybe?
farmers. Bemidji fans could have that like northern farmer grit, though. They could be tough.
I'm
I
with
don't
you
know.
there.
I'm just a lot bigger than pretty much everybody.
Tommy's
so we'll leave me alone.
fans.
Yeah.
Tommy's fans
And-
kind of concern me because they'll just hire someone to do it.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that actually
Yeah.
might be like a hitman, and then I might get murdered and get my
Yeah.
head beat in with a pipe outside of the mail. Like
The
that one
only
guy.
time in
And no
Bemidji,
one will ever know.
the only time in Bemidji I've had problems was some like 85-year-old man said something when they finally beat us for that thing, and I was like, "Buddy, this is your Super Bowl." Like I pulled like a big thing about the Packers. Like we have more trophies than you. And
that how it
then
goes?
he decided to buy it. Then I stood up, and he decided to switch up real quick and said, "Can I buy you a beer?" I stood up.
That's nice.
I stood up. My brother stood up, and my buddy stood up. And he's like, "Yep, I'll buy you guys beers." And we're like, "Yeah, that's probably the right answer there." So they don't really scare me. I think I'm interested to see Augustana fans when we go in 3 weeks or whatever it is. But I don't think I'm worried about them.
Who would you
my-
take, Chad? I mean, I'm maybe Ferret. Like Ferris doesn't really scare me. I guess. Big Rapids is kind of great.
Alaska
actually,
back in the
Ferris is good.
day, if we're talking WCHA, Alaska fans scared me.
Yeah.
My
Like,
official
anyone that
answer
chooses-
is Bemidji.
Yeah,
Right.
I would lean toward Bemidji too. I don't think I want to fight anyone from Bemidji.
They just seem the most rough and tumble.
Yeah,
I
Out
feel like
of
they're also
anybody
just
in
the
our
most
conference.
ready to rumble. Like
Yeah.
down.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
totally agree.
I'm thinking like Letterkenny.
It wouldn't take much.
Yeah,
like
Letterkenny
Tech
vibe.
fans,
Yeah.
they talk a lot, but they're all went to a technology school. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, like what are they gonna do? Hack
What do they
my
call those guys?
computer?
What are they gonna do? Actually, that's scary.
the
They could probably
Hicks.
get my IP address real quick.
The skids? Are you
The
calling them
skids.
skids?
No, not the skids.
Oh,
The like meth heads that live out in the woods that they go fight.
yeah, the skid and Letterkenny.
Yeah.
Isn't it
They're called the
skids?
skids?
I think
No.
so.
I thought Stewart was a
Oh,
skid.
the skids?
Yeah,
Aren't they the natives? Are you talking
No,
about?
what Derry
The s-
meets a
it's-
girl and starts dating her and they like
Amish?
It's the Hicks, the skids. I don't think it's
the
the
Hicks.
Amish.
It's the Hicks.
Well, that's Darien.
Darien
Or no, I guess they're the
themselves.
farmers.
I don't know.
I don't
I haven't
know
seen
if
that
I'm-
show in so
Anyway.
long.
Anyhow,
Listeners have moved on already. We should probably too.
thanks for listening. I don't know. Let's do a out of town scoreboard here. The captain's patch out of town scoreboard. I mean, if you've been rocking with the Chad Mavs for a while, you already know that our buddies over at 10K Takes and Elm Creek Brewing finally did what most Minnesota teams can't seem to do. They came together and created a winner. Shout out the Vikings today. Introducing Captain's Patch, a 4.5% ABV shandy infused with raspberry and lemon. Yeah, 4.5%. That's just a hair higher than the winning percentage of most Minnesota pro sports teams. But don't worry, Captain's Patch was brewed for fans that show up no matter what. Getting your forehead cracked in before a Maverick game, crack a Captain's Patch. Watching Maverick hockey, crack a Captain's Patch. Stealing from rounders, Doyle. Don't drink a Captain's Patch. No Captain's Patch for Doyle. We had to pay for his bill. We'll figure that out later. Doyle.
I did.
Well, yeah, good job, Judds. Nice for you paying up. I mean, if you're shoveling your driveway for the third time today, because it's going to start snowing here before you know it, double Captain's Patch. Turkey dinner, drink all the Captain's Patch you got. Let's just do it. Head over to captainspatch.com and hit that Find Captain's Patch button to see where you can pick one up near you. And when you do, snag a pick and tag at Captain's Patch and at 10K Takes on Instagram and Twitter, now X, to prove you officially earned your C. Drink up, Maverick Nation, and pay your bills. Guys, out of town scoreboard. Doyle is just getting shrapnel on this show. Sorry, Doyle. Looking around the league here, Lake State over Ferris, probably the most exciting game in college hockey this weekend, 2-1. The headline is Appleby dazzles as Laker beats the Bulldogs. No S there on Lakers. They forgot to add that in there. Shout out their graduate assistant that writes their stories at LSSU. Tommy's falling to Bowling Green 3-2 in overtime happens to everyone. Don't worry about it, Tommy's fans.
Dang nabbit.
Bemidji over Northern 7-3. I mean, as things were going, nothing really unexpected there. Tommy's prevailing over Bowling Green in regulation the next night, 6-2, kind of turned things around there in front of a crowd of 15 to 17 people, depending on what time you turned on the broadcast. Bemidji State winning 6-2 over Northern.
The reverse
and Ferris State beating Lake State 4-3 in overtime. All 13 people that were there in Big Rapids got some bonus hockey there, so that was cool. Yes, I'm throwing shade at the attendance of everyone because we had nice crowds this weekend, and apparently no one else did. So, I don't know, any of those scores pop out to you, Chad? I mean, Bemidji's rolling at this point. That kind of seems to be the theme of the season for them.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Nothing too shocking. I mean,
yeah,
kind of as expected. Figured there'd be a split there with St. Thomas and Bowling Green.
Yep.
Figured Bemidji would sweep. I mean, honestly, the biggest surprise was us sweeping Tech. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Lake State and Ferris.
What?
I think the biggest surprise for me and Cam was when the St. Thomas dude posted an AI picture trying to show that they had.
That was so
there.
funny.
That was so funny. Cam looks at me and goes, "Judge, is this AI?" I'm like, "Cam, they're in front of the glass." Yes. And then we found the real picture.
No. I pointed out to you that they're in front of the glass. I'm like, this has got to be AI, right? Like, I was confirming. Yeah. I was just getting a second set of eyes on it.
Then the real photo comes out, and there's like maybe 67 people there.
Was that Big Red?
It was.
No.
I think it was Robbie.
Robbie.
Rob. CPA certified.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I want to meet those guys so bad.
They're probably like 14 years old.
No, they definitely go to
that.
They were in this. Yeah, they're definitely in the student. They're in the student section. They've tweeted from there before.
No, I'm
that
sure.
was so fun. St. Thomas is that is shocking to me. I mean, I thought that barn would be hopping all the time for.
Everyone
you saw
so
them when
excited.
they played the Gophers. They had no problem filling up some part of the X. Way back when.
If you look at their basketball pictures, there is a good attendance at basketball games.
Yeah.
I don't know what they have to do to get people to show up to a hockey game, which is bizarre.
Well, they were giving tickets away for free on Twitter. I retweeted that too, and still no one came.
Yeah.
So maybe they got to start paying people. I don't know.
I think maybe if they offered beer, more people would show up.
To the lower bowl. They got beer in the upper bowl.
Yeah, see, I just think that's elitist. These freaking assholes.
Welcome to St. Thomas, Jets.
Pay $10,000 so you can have beer.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, any out of the CCHA scores jump out to you? I know Gophers had an okay weekend.
Wisconsin swept Michigan State.
Yeah, that one was big for us.
5-point sweep, but they swept them.
Did you see who was in net?
Our boy,
Pulver?
Eli.
Yeah, shout out Pulver.
For both of them?
Justice for Pulves.
Let's go.
That's
I
huge.
hope he stays in there for a while.
Well,
Shout out the
hey,
Pulver family.
well,
all he needed was
beating,
a what did his dad say? All I needed was
just give him a
shot.
chance.
Yeah.
He's not going
just
to give
him
it
a
back.
chance.
Just give him
Yeah.
a chance. He's not going to give it back. So
That
That's
was
awesome.
huge.
Good-
Really
yeah,
happy
good
for
for
him.
him.
that. Yeah, no, going against a team like that too. I mean, that's
On the road.
on the road. That's about as good as it gets there. Omaha. I'm just kind of looking at like our out of conference
Omaha
stuff.
got
Omaha
just
losing. Yeah, that
stomped on by
was
Western.
not. Thanks, Omaha. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, nothing really pops off the screen at me right now. Yeah, I mean, Gophers played a little bit better, which is, I guess, good for them. If you're a Gophers fan, you care about the rodents. I mean, obviously, we talked about it in the intro. Shout out the women's team sweeping the Gophers first time in program history, I believe, or at least it's been a
fantastic.
while. I mean, that I'm sure I know it's making the rounds on Twitter, but one of Bischoff's goal, the one just completely undresses that one defense woman, I guess I should say, and just goes around, dangles, and puts the goalie on the other side of the ice and tucks it in. I mean, that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're buzzing right now. The women's team is. I know they've been
It's
receiving votes.
fantastic.
We were talking to some folks at Mavericks. I know we don't do near as much of a job as we should talking about the women's team. If anyone wants to start a women's podcast, let me know. I could help you out. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You guys got anything more before we hop to our guest for the weekend here?
No, I'm just
No,
keep trying to check in on the soccer score and all. There in overtime, nothing.
Okay,
Nothing
yeah,
there.
keep an eye on that because we definitely
but
want to show
hey,
them out.
Football team, that was massive. There was a huge outroar on Twitter about us even getting into the tournament because like Augustana had a better record than us, but obviously we destroyed them, and then Moorhead beat us to have the same record, so they were mad. And then Duluth obviously made it because they won it, and Duluth got absolutely shit stomped. And I haven't seen a lick about how we don't deserve it anymore on Twitter. Everyone is silent.
Yeah, no, I mean when you
and
I
if you
think they were
wonder
the
why
number
we get in every
3.
time, it's because
Were
we
they the
can
number
win
3
when we get in.
defense, right?
Oh, they were 1 or 2, top 3 for sure.
Yeah, I think they were like the third
and
ranked
we
defense.
made
in
them
the
look silly.
country.
I watched that
Yeah.
game. We ran like the ball like there was nothing.
Run the
So
dang ball.
if that's why you let us in, because they know we'll actually put up a fight, unlike Duluth just rolls over. So
Yeah, I guess so. So I mean, shout out football. I know, like we said, women's basketball is everyone's rolling right now. I mean, you go and list every
That's what
sport
we
we
do.
have playing right now, but it's what happens here in Mankato. Taking a look, I just want to look at, obviously the rankings won't be out until tomorrow around midday for the polls, but we are sitting at 7th in the nation right now in the MPI. So we bumped back up, which is, solid, getting into the, third of the way. We were talking with Steve. We're halfway through our home schedule right now.
No, technically, yeah. So we have 9 home games left.
And that was set number 7, right? So
Yeah,
I mean, we're
but
damn near
so
halfway.
we have 8 actual games left, and then
this Swiss game.
That Swiss game.
I won't be watching that though.
Why not?
I'll be playing.
I don't know. He's not playing. He thinks he is. Coach says one thing, and he's told half of Mankato.
He
How
told
cool
the
would
entire
that
Blue
be,
Line
though?
Club. He told the Blue Line Club. I was on the stair stepper for 45 minutes yesterday getting ready. I was
Building the buns.
ready to go. Give me the call.
Man, that would be
It's
absolutely
not going to
bonkers.
happen.
Even if he just like sat on the bench as
I'd
a
heckle the
debug or
crap.
something.
I'd just start throwing stuff at you.
Get a Civ chant. Oh no, Cam, you're not supposed to do the Civ chant. You are the goalie.
Jesus,
anyway.
Gradable. Your girlfriend's playable.
We want
Dude.
Watkins.
Who are you?
Who do you know here?
Who do you know here? How'd you get in here? Oh man, let's do it. It's time for this week's interview, brought to you by Maverick Sports Grill. Located on Front Street, Mavericks is just a short walk away from the Mayo, making it the perfect spot for a pregame and just we have come to found perfect spot for a postgame stop as too. If you're looking for
2 for 1s after the game.
2 for 1s after the game, the kitchen's open. You get some food in there, some steak bites in you, get you feeling nice for the rest of the night. I don't know where else you'd be. It's Mavericks. It's the best spot. They got penalty box booths. more Maverick memorabilia than the bookstore, fantastic food, a mini Jumbotron, all the drinks you could want, and you're going to feel right at home wearing your purple and gold in those walls. Be sure to stop in next time you're hanging out downtown Mankato. Let's throw it over to this week's guest. All right, now joining the program, a transfer from the UMD Bulldogs, a St. Cloud, Minnesota native. He found the back of the net this past weekend, kicking off scoring for the Mavericks on Friday. Welcome to the show, Jack Smith. Jack, you are aware you're supposed to score after you come on the show, right? Not beforehand.
Well, this is my first time, so now I know that.
There we go. I mean, before we get into your background and stuff, I mean, obviously this weekend, everything really kind of came together and clicked for you guys, kind of despite a depleted roster with injuries and stuff. Take us through the games on Friday and Saturday and what kind of clicked in your eyes.
Yeah, I know. Like you said, depleted roster, a big thing for us. We've been just next man up. Like, we've gone through a lot of injuries early on this year, and just the guys I know who haven't been playing a ton have done a great job stepping up for us. I think that's really important, and I think that's helped us get closer as a group. The games this weekend, we knew it was going to be tough. Michigan Tech, they're a good team, really good offensive team. I mean, Friday, as you guys know, that was probably one of our best games of the year. From a defensive standpoint, like, they couldn't even get the puck in the zone because our defense they were just killing plays, and our transition game was good. Saturday was a little bit slower, but I mean, we found a way to get 3 points, and that's all that matters. So,
yeah, it's nice to see you guys I'm sure you guys in the room feel that way too, but getting two kind of different wins where one was super dominant and the other one was, you kind of had to really grit it out at the end there. It probably feels good to get two different kinds of wins under your belt.
Yeah, for sure. And that first line stepped up big for us on Saturday night to bury 2 goals there for us. So that was definitely big.
Absolutely. Chad, I'll throw it right to you.
I want to talk about your goal on Friday. It was on the power play. You take your first shot and it was blocked and it came right back to you. Is that an unexpected play enough to kind of freeze the D where you knew right away that you needed to shoot again?
Yeah, I mean, I was going right for a one-timer. I thought I had some time, but that D flexed out and made a good block, and I just saw the puck laying there, and I saw out of the corner of my eye that the goalie kind of slid way over because he was thinking that one-timer was getting through, so I just ripped the second shot. So I'd say, yeah, it's unexpected, but it's good for me because that puck came right back to my stick. So
yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, worked out.
Yeah.
Chuts, what do you got?
So, yeah, obviously you transferred from UMD. I've heard a lot of good things about Scott Sandlin up there. So what was it like playing for Mr. Sandlin up there?
Yeah, I love my time up there. I mean, when I went in there, I think they had just won 2 back-to-back natties or whatever it was within the last couple of years. So, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on us, and I know we didn't have a great 3 years there, but I really enjoyed my time there with all those guys. Made lifelong memories and friends from that program. I really enjoyed my time up there, and I'm just really happy to be here in Mankato for my senior year. So,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, so, we just kind of mentioned it. Juts did. You spent 3 seasons up in Duluth. Before that, you went straight from the Minnesota High School League to the USHL. One of those years in high school, you had 53 points in 25 games. I mean, take us through St. Cloud Cathedral, winning the tourney and all that. I mean, then making that jump to the USHL, you had quite the run there.
Yeah,
in St. Cloud.
Yeah, we had a special group there with like Nate Warner. He was committed to the Gophers and then went through a big injury bug and kind of had to medically retire. Blake Perbix, great hockey players, going to Northern Michigan, and then a couple other guys who are committed D1 that are still playing. Our junior year, we ended up winning the tourney, which is every kid's dream growing up in Minnesota. That's probably a big highlight of my hockey career, winning that. I'll never forget that. I'm still really close with those guys today. And then my senior year came back, decided to come back to high school. I mean, I think that's a huge thing. Like, if you're a Minnesota kid, like, why not go back your senior year and play with all your buddies? Like, those are guys you grew up playing with, and those are memories you're never going to get back in time. You're never going to get back. So, I mean, senior year, we got knocked out by Hermantown, but I wouldn't ever change anything with going back to high school my senior year.
Yeah. And then take us through. So then you end up, in the USHL. I mean, how'd you kind of end up there, and take us through your career in the USHL?
Yep. USHL. So my senior year, I had shoulder surgery. So I was out like half of my senior year. That was like my first big injury. So it was pretty devastating. Then after my senior year, I went to Sioux Falls. I was there for a full year. And then I played another year there, my second year, and I actually re-injured my shoulder. So I had to get shoulder surgery again. Was out most of that year. Just at home rehabbing, trying to get back healthy. And that leads into my freshman year at Duluth the next year.
Nice. Yeah, lots going on there. Overcoming injury, are you kind of giving some advice to the guys now, like, just being off the ice, not being able to play? How does that kind of work then?
Yeah.
Having some experience.
I mean, it's honestly like, it's just a really big mental grind. Like, especially like if you're like injured and you're hurt by yourself, you're sitting in the stands, like you're rehabbing by yourself. Like, not saying it's good that we have a bunch of guys hurt, but for the guys that are hurt, it's nice having guys around you for like the mental support of it. Like,
for sure.
It just sucks. Like you're coming to the rink, you're rehabbing, you feel like you're disconnected from the team in a sense, just because you're not in the locker room. You're not on the ice with the guys, but I mean, they do a good job of staying around. They're there for all the meetings, and we're always talking to them. They're always talking to us. So, I mean, it sucks, but it's part of the game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it absolutely is. Chad, what do you got?
Well, speaking of, dealing with injuries and working through injuries, going into Friday night, knowing that everybody who could put on a jersey had a jersey on, what was kind of the mentality going into that game, knowing, if one or two guys go down, like we're in a bit of a pickle?
Yeah. To be honest, like you said, we don't have any guys. Like if we got to have a couple guys go down, I don't even know. We'd have to shorten our shifts up and play a lot more simple. That's something I don't even want to think of, losing more guys, because we've been very unfortunate with the injury bug. But like I said, next man up. We don't really have many guys left after that. I don't know what we're doing if we're losing more guys then, to be honest with you.
calling the club team.
Yeah, we gotta call the club team, pull a couple guys up.
I don't even know what you're allowed to do. Do you?
I actually don't know. Like I know we had all of our guys playing this weekend. We had nobody in the stands that was healthy. Like if we were to lose more guys, I think like you just have to play with the roster you have. Like we'd have to probably shrink our D core down to 5 guys and move some guys up to forward. I know Bryce Strand played some forward this weekend for us. So stuff like that. Good.
Yeah, he I thought he actually looked really good.
He did. He did a good job.
Yeah. It was fun to watch.
For his first time, he did good.
Yeah, Juts, what do you got?
Yeah, Jack. So, how did we get into this great sport of hockey? Was there a father figure? Just always been what you've been doing? How'd you get into it?
That's a good question. Actually, funny story. So, my dad was a swimmer. Believe it or not, he's a bigger guy now. But he was a swimmer. He went to St. Cloud State for a couple of years and swam. And I was actually never going to play hockey. And he had a work buddy who offered to take me to, like, I think it was like open skate or something at St. Cloud State. And my dad's like, yeah, I mean, go ahead. Like, we had nobody in our family really who played hockey at all before me or for my dad when he was younger. My dad said, yeah, go for it. Then it kind of stuck with me. Like my mom and dad would pick me up from preschool and kindergarten every day. I'd go to the rink, skate, and then I just slowly got into it more. Started playing youth hockey, summer hockey, and then it just stuck. And I mean, I've been playing it for the last 20 years now. So that's kind of how I started playing hockey.
Yeah. Was it kind of important for you, being a Minnesota kid, to stay in the state playing college hockey? And was St. Cloud, I mean, growing up there, did you ever kind of look at St. Cloud? Do you want to get out of your hometown? I mean, how did that kind of
go? I wanted to stay in Minnesota for sure. I'm kind of a homebody. Yeah. I like to be around family, and I love Minnesota. Yeah. I never wanted to be like, I looked at St. Cloud a little bit, but I don't want to be that close to home. Like I kind of like the 2 hours away, not too close, not too far. So
yep. Yeah. Did you kind of know anything about Mankato coming in? Like, especially, you enter the transfer portal. I mean, was it kind of a spot you're maybe looking at before, or stars just kind of aligned? Like, what did you know about the town coming in prior to?
So my mom's actually from New Ulm, which is right down the road. Okay. So
yeah.
I knew a little bit about Mankato. I knew some guys who had played here before. Reached out to them, asked them how they liked it. I've heard so many good things about Coach Strand. Like, I played hockey with Ben Steeves in college. He was his junior coach. Like, there's just a lot of connections, and I've heard nothing but good things about Coach Strand and how he's just a player's coach and cares for his players. So I was pretty happy on that end when I got a text from him, and he just was asking what I thought about Minnesota State when I entered the portal, and I kind of hopped on it right away, and I was really excited about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it, Chad.
So I always like to talk high school hockey as often as I can when people come on. You shared your state tournament experience, but I believe you're the first person I've talked to about St. Cloud Cathedral, and year in and year out, it seems like they're there. Is that kind of the expectation at Cathedral that, you know, we're going to go to state? We're in Eastview territory, and it'd be a miracle if we made it to state. Just not, I mean, we've been there a few times, but our section is so stinking tough. It would take, you know, a miracle to get in, but Cathedral just seems like they're in and year out. Is that just the norm up there? That's the mentality?
I mean, the years before I was even in high school, like when I was a younger kid, I was going to games. They were always good. Like the Cup 5, 6, 7 years before me, when like Pagansky was there and like Nate Schmidt was there. They were always good.
Yeah.
And then my age group came in, we were good. And then, I think like ever since we won, like they've been back to the tournament. They won the tournament a couple of years after we left, and then they lost it last year. And I don't know, they just keep producing like good team or good kids through that team. And I think that's just kind of the expectation ever since the first state title was won there for sure.
Yeah, it's such a foreign concept to me playing hockey in southern Minnesota. My toughest game was going against Campbell Psychos and the Alberley Tigers. So it's like, Soup scored a hat trick on his cousin's team over from Winona, and Cam's never going to see a junior roster. So it's just how it goes.
That's hilarious.
Well, and you guys kind of rolled too, didn't you?
The year we won the tournament, I think we rolled the state tournament pretty easily. Like I wouldn't want to say easily. They were tough games, but like the scores, like the outcomes of the game, I think they were like 5-2, 6-2, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you had to choose, I mean, if you're up 5-2 and you know you're going to win the state championship, you get to bask in it on the bench and enjoy it and smiling through your shifts versus an overtime victory. I mean, if you had to do it again, which one would you pick? A blowout or a overtime game winner?
OT game winner would be pretty sick in the state tourney. And you just Selly all the way down the ice.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Do some crazy stuff.
So, I mean, obviously you guys bring up, crowds are pretty big at those games and stuff. Take us through, like, at the end of the day, you're 17, 18-year-old kid going on the ice. What were the nerves like? Because that's got to be pretty like, holy shit, we're in the X,
Yeah, especially... I remember my senior year stepping out against Hermantown. Apparently it was like one of the biggest Class A games ever. I was like, yeah, holy shit, this is kind of scary. I mean, especially playing at the X on the big stage, there's so many people watching, so many people on TV. And that's kind of like the first time you're like really in the spotlight like that. So it's a little nerve wracking at first, but once you get into the game, nerves calm down and then you're good to go.
What'd you do for your skate up to the blue line? Anything special?
I think I just said, "Hey mom, hey dad."
The classic.
Yeah, just classic. I had no crazy hair or anything either. So
okay.
Oh, really? That was my next question.
No leopard print hair.
No,
or something.
I don't even. A couple guys on our team had super long hair. I don't think anybody did anything crazy though when I was there. Nowadays, it's like guys are doing anything to get up. So like
shouting out
get on Barstool or something.
Yeah, it's all for clicks.
Yeah,
right.
What do you got? Any Jets?
Yeah. So take us through your game day rituals. Like, what are you doing to get ready? If any superstitions you got?
I've actually I feel like I used to be super superstitious. I kind of calmed that down in the last couple of years and kind of realized like what's gonna happen, I guess. Like my game day routine: wake up in the morning, I go to the rink, eat breakfast. I'm having 3 eggs, 2 sausage, and a bagel. Then I just go out for pregame skate. Then after that, we got team lunch. I go home. I try to sleep around like 2 hours, hour and a half, anywhere around that window. Then I wake up, go to the rink. I have a coffee right when I get there, about a half glass of coffee. I go through the same like stretching ritual every single game, I guess, if that's what you want to call superstitious. Just do the same stuff every single time I play. Then I just tape my stick, go sit in the stands for a little bit with a couple guys, and then just team dynamic and everything. And then we're on the ice for the game. And I used to be super superstitious, but then I don't know. It's whatever.
So you were drafted by the Canadiens in 2020. Where were you when you found out? Do you have kind of any funny stories around being drafted, like, just around finding out or anything like that?
Yeah, I was at my billet house actually in the movie theater sitting downstairs, and we had the draft on the TV, and I wasn't even paying attention. I think I was just like scrolling on my phone, and my billet mom ran downstairs and she's like, "Do you look at the TV?" And I was like, "No, what?" Like, I didn't even think I was gonna be drafted that early. Like, I figured if I was getting drafted, it'd be like 6th, 7th round. It was in the 4th round, and she like came running down the stairs. She's like, "You just got drafted," and I was like, sweet. Like, I don't. Like, I was kind of in shock. I was a little bit in shock, but it was a really cool moment. But yeah, I was at my billet house in Sioux Falls and literally had no clue when it happened.
Yeah, you were in the movie theater.
Yeah,
of your billet house.
I was just sitting down there with my roommates.
Rough life there.
I had no idea. So
that is awesome. So how does that? So when you get drafted, are you getting a phone call kind of right away then from the Canadiens? Like who did you talk to? What was
they
that
called
like?
me probably like 10 minutes later. Just said I'll be hopping on like a media call with all these news outlets in Canada or whatever from where, like a Zoom call with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Just had to answer a bunch of questions, just basic interview questions and stuff. So that's how it goes.
Slightly more professional than a Chattin Mavericks podcast.
Yeah, a little bit. Had to throw on a polo and look a little better.
No signs falling down.
Bonjour. That's about all I know.
All right. Got some work to do.
Yeah.
Juts is Google translating that right now, so it's more than that.
Croissant, maybe?
Croissant.
Hey.
What Chad, you got one?
So I'll take Front Street all day long. I love downtown Mankato, but second is Canal Park. I absolutely love going out down there, and I like to ask people their favorite bars, but between Hoops, 310, and the Garden, how would you rank those? If you're a bar guy, I don't even know. I should have done more research.
I'll go 310, then I'll go Hoops, and then I'll go the Garden.
Okay.
We'd actually go to 310 sometimes down there. We'd have like after practice, we'd go get a lunch, or it's on a weekend, go hang out down there. So
yeah,
310's got like all the like yard games or something indoors, right?
Yeah.
That's a fun one. I like that place.
Sweet. That's one place I need to get up to Duluth more and check it out.
It's a lot of fun.
Don't go in the winter though. Go in the summer.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just went for a wedding. We hit a deer, and I ended up having to walk down 35W for a minute.
Oh, nice.
1 a.m. So I'm not going back there for a while.
That's brutal.
We're staying out of Duluth for a little bit. Pops, if you're listening, it wasn't my truck.
So you guys head to Northern this weekend. And I know, this is your day off and you probably haven't, looked too much at what's ahead, but the elephant in the room is they're 0 for season. Is that something mindset wise you have to personally prepare for differently at all? Or are you guys just kind of just ready to roll, carry the momentum in the next weekend?
I think it'll be a test for us, honestly. Like, I mean, I'd be dumb if I said, I don't know, they're 0-14. Like everybody knows it. And I think it'll be a big, like coach will preach it big this week that you just don't even look at that, because in any hockey game, anybody can win at any time, honestly. Like,
especially this year.
Hockey's a weird game. Like there's upsets all the time. So I think for us, like a big thing is just going to be like focus on what we're good at going into the weekend. Like we're not going to try to achieve for offense or anything, and just kind of focus on what we're good at. And I mean, the outcome should be in our favor if we're playing our best. So
yeah, absolutely. And one thing I wanted to ask too, I mean, how pumped was Zeddy after getting the monkey off the back? I'm obviously I'm a Chicklets guy, so I love seeing the monkey off the back silly that Ryan Whitney liked to promote. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome to see that too. And he's been working his bag off, and it was good to see him have a good weekend. I think he had 2 goals and an assist all weekend or something like that. So, I mean, he's a great guy, and I know the room was really happy for him to have a successful weekend. So,
yeah, it was awesome. Chad, you got any more?
I mean, you don't have to go into detail. I don't know what we can say and can't say, but are you looking to have a few guys back this weekend? A few more healthy guys, or no?
To to be honest with you, I know I'm not supposed to say anything, but I honestly don't know. Like
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could say anything either.
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be
They
honest.
definitely can't. They definitely can't say anything.
We'll pivot to another question then. Are you prepared for the big weekend you're about to have with the Chattin Mavericks bump?
I
Coming
am.
your
Yeah.
way?
I hope that's a thing, because I'll be back on here next. If it's a thing, I'll be on here
real.
back. I'll be back next Sunday with you guys again.
Oh, it's real.
Too.
It is definitely real. Scientifically proven.
All right.
Hey,
We'll get it till
Murr
it
had
goes.
5 points last week and Connor had a goal last night.
I'm excited to play next week and then.
Oh man, Juts, you got anything more to send us home on?
Heck no, you're making me send us home. I'm not smart enough for that.
Usually do. That's true. Well, Jack,
Yeah.
you got anything for us? Anything you want to say? Any questions for us? Not that we'll have the answer, but
No, not at all. But I just want to thank you guys for having me on here. Excited to be in Mankato this year, and hopefully we can keep winning games for you guys. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy you're here, and keep up the good work. The goals are coming, so guys are looking great. Give best wishes to the guys that are banged up, and hope everyone gets healthy here.
Absolutely.
We need everyone. So
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, man. Have a good Sunday.
All right. Thank you guys. Take care.
All right. Huge shout out to Jack. Nice to get to know him. Seems like an awesome kid. We're happy to have him here in Mankato. Hopefully, we talked about scoring after the Chattin Mavericks interview. So hopefully we can get that right this weekend again. Do a little hat trick action. We did just find out, it sounds like the girls soccer team fell in triple overtime into penalty shots. So I wanted to congratulate them on making it as far as they did. As always, we're always horns up around here. So congratulations to them on an awesome season. I don't really have all the details right now on what the scores were and stuff, but wanted to shout them out for their season. But with that, let's look ahead to this weekend's Fitness for 10 series preview. It's the Gobble Day coming up here. Hopefully everyone is gonna have some fun times with
You mean
family.
Thanksgiving, right?
And Gobble Day. I can't call it Gobble Day.
Gobble Day. What are we gobbling, Cam?
Gobble gobble. It's what turkey makes, you sick fuck. But I probably shouldn't. Beep. Anyway, let's get into our Fitness for 10 series preview. Listen up, Maverick Nation. If you've been looking to start your fitness journey, lose weight, gain muscle, get stronger, or you just need a better gym because yours sucks, Fitness for 10 does not suck, and it has everything you need. Trust me. This 2-story fitness facility has every cardio machine, free weight, and fitness class you'll ever need. On top of that, you can relax and recover like a pro or like a Maverick with hydro massage, red light therapy, and tanning beds. Hey, I've been going here for years, and I can personally attest to how awesome it is in there. It's got an incredible vibe. The place is always clean, and it is indeed the coolest gym around for college kids and local Mankatoians. Still love that word. Anyway, it's not intimidating whatsoever, and if you don't know where to start, they got on-staff personal trainers right there looking at you to help. Just go ask. Memberships start at $10 a month, hence the name. So now the question is, what are you waiting for? Sign up online in 5 minutes at fitnessfor10.com. I'll see you there. And hey, if you need a little something for that post-Thanksgiving gut, check it out.
I've had a post-Thanksgiving gut for 25 years.
The stair steppers do wonders. Trust me. Let's get into, though. The guys are headed up to Northern Michigan.
Hey,
we talked about it.
With them.
What?
I said some women might travel with them. We can't be sexist. Okay, start over. Never mind.
No, let's stay in it. Our men's hockey team, the guys, are going up to Northern this weekend. All right. Northern is 0 for season. In other words, 0-14 on the season. They're 0-6 in the CCHA, obviously. They are, I think, literally dead last in both MPI and the other rating that's on there. Yeah, we've seen this one before. Us going into
like the ending last year.
Yeah, we've seen this before. College hockey is weird, and the thing is, this team has played some good teams relatively tight. I mean, they've had tight games with Massachusetts. They've had tight games with Ohio State. They went to overtime with Colorado College. They were kind of in the game with Michigan State for 2 periods there. Then Michigan State kind of went off. So I think it's a team where if you give them something, they can take it. And if you don't have a good night, you could definitely see it come back to bite you. In terms of stats, just kind of looking around their team, obviously with a low scoring team, they don't have any super big standouts. I know I think he's a sophomore, this Outrichter. He's had a pretty good season. He came in. He's at 8 points on the year. I know I've heard his name dropped quite a bit on the CCHA show. The Caden Galt kid's got 5 goals on the season as well, no assists. So he's kind of up there. I don't know, Chad, I'll throw it to you. Like we said, we've seen this one before. So what are you looking for this weekend going up to Northern?
I think it's a perfect opportunity for the Mavericks to build on what they just did against Michigan Tech, to just keep this train rolling, to string together 2 weekends of really good hockey. And, hopefully they can get a couple extra guys in the lineup. But if not, I mean, this is a great opportunity to kind of go on the road against a team that's struggling and just kind of build on the success you've had. I mean, looking at Northern's roster, it looks like they're pretty young. So we should get some opportunities to have some of our guys make some plays. Definitely, I'm calling a 2-goal weekend for Jack. I'm calling it right now.
Let's do it.
The Chattin Mavericks bump is alive and well. It is healthy, and we're going to see it. We're going to see it on display this weekend. It is.
The favorite Chattin Mavericks bump is when after Conrad scored, Scott and Kevin turned to us and just like, they look at us, they go. They both look at us, their mouths are just wide open. They're like, it's me and Kevin are like, it's science.
You can't deny it.
Well, I think the best part about that, Juts, like we said, was like I saw him wind up. I'm like, do it or shoot it, Conrad, or something like that. I think I saw Scott kind of look up and look at the game, and we scored it. Then he looks up. He's just like, come on, you guys are unbelievable. So that was
crazy.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But yeah, I'm in the same boat. This could either be the weekend where the Mavs truly become the Mavs that we believe they can be, building off of what they did this weekend against Tech, or it could be the complete opposite, where we come in hot. We just destroyed Tech, who we shouldn't have, we didn't expect to get 6 from. Riding hot, think we're the best team in the CCHA, and then what happens last year happens. I'm not even going to put it into words. You know what happened. So this is a scary weekend. Like, I don't know. I may be more scared going into this weekend than last weekend.
For me, it's kind of like you have to show. I mean, if we play like we did, especially on Friday, but really all weekend, yeah. I mean, like we were talking to, I think, was it Scholl and Conrad at Mavericks after the game on Saturday? Mm-hmm. Like they said, like, I mean, from like a personal feeling, they're like, if we play like this, there's no one in the nation we can't beat. Like that, mm-hmm. that like they just, like, the confidence wise, and I totally agree. Like that, yeah. If they play like they did on Saturday, I got no concern, and obviously every game's different, and there's little things here and there that kind of allow a game to flow a certain way. But I think, like you said, Chad, going into it, it is a perfect opportunity to keep the things that went right this weekend going, and then maybe work on those things that we wanted to work on coming from Saturday, and work on those as well. And it's a great weekend. You're not going up. I mean, again, they're 0 for season, so it's not like we're going up on Michigan State, but it's still a college hockey team, and anyone can beat anyone in college hockey this year. We've seen that time and time again. I mean, how many times during non-conference, in the early weeks of the season, we're saying, oh, this upset was crazy. It happens all over. That's why, we need to, I think the guys in practice this week, and I mean, we all know Strand's not going to make it easy on them, right? So, they're going into practice every week, making sure that they're dialed, and they're going in this weekend just as they would any other weekend, I'm sure. So,
yeah, Northern's not going to go 0 for the season. They're going to win some games this year, and you got to make sure that you're not that team that gives it to them. So.
Yep. So, and I think, but going into the weekend, obviously, you expect to get 6 points every weekend, unless it was us last weekend. We were going to be happy with half. We got 6. But I think the one thing too is just making sure, like Jack said, because obviously we asked them during the interview, just making sure that no one gets, for them individually, like, goals are going to come. Just make sure that you're not trying to cheat offense, like I think is how we put it. And I'm sure that'll be a big talking point for Strand going into the weekend.
Like, don't try to use this weekend as a stepping stone. Like, we just got to play our game. The goals will come when they come.
Yeah.
So,
That's well, and I think
don't
he
go
said
looking to play selfish.
He said something, I'm forgetting, word for word, but Strand said something in his interview last night where it was like, there's points in the game where we weren't playing like we were even looking at the scoreboard. We were just playing as if, we're worried about the next shift, the next pass, the next shot, the next goal. They weren't playing like it was a 3-0 game or that it was a 3-2 game. They were just playing to play their game. He's like, that's super, super important for us. So if we can, if they do that this weekend, I got zero concern about going into Northern. But they've got some guys, they've got a good goalie. Their goalie has played some great. I think he set a record that one game. What was that? That was back. It was like he set some kind of, I think he set a school record and maybe tied an NCAA record for saves in a game or something like that. This William Grammy.
Pucks and D.
Oh, first game of the season against UMass, 65 saves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow.
Was it loud?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. My mic just freaked out there for a second. I've never seen like the thing get into red, and I guess I just hit,
I heard it.
Yeah, and they still lost by like 3 or something, right? He had like 60 saves, and they lost by like 3 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, they 65 saves on 79 69 shots it would have been because he allowed 4 goals. So that's nice. So, they've got guys that can play. Obviously they're, with the max exodus that they had just the other season, they're still kind of in recovery mode from that, I think, building their program back up. But
I wonder what it's like for him because he was at Wisconsin before this. I wonder what it's like to go from Madison to Northern Michigan.
and you're pulling a groin every game because you're getting 70 shots on you. Yeah, I wonder how he feels.
Where's the private chef?
Where's Wando's?
Where's
Wando's? I love that place.
The place is beautiful. Well, should we hop into X questions, guys? I don't know. I'm pumped for the weekend. I hope everyone enjoys some family time, and when on Friday when you're looking for something to do, we got nice. Obviously, they're gonna be early games. They'll be an hour ahead of schedule, so with the time change, 6 and 5, so not 6 and 7. I will say, Jack did drop a accidental 6 or 7 in there.
Yeah,
and no one did anything about it. So
I heard it, and I go,
I heard it. I go,
I'm gonna be respectful. I heard it, and my ADHD is like, let's do it. I'm like, nah. We're gonna be good boy.
That's fair. Yeah, let's do it though. X questions. We got quite a few. Everyone's
like
chiming
6, 7
in.
of them,
Everyone's
honestly.
Seven comments. Stop. God, that sound just makes me really upset. Yeah, let's here. Yeah, all right.
That's on you for telling him you don't like it because now he's going to do it 50 more times.
It is on me. He also forgets that I have the power to mute him and permanently mute him. So
yeah, well, I'll just start whipping out my butt cheeks.
Okay. Nick Mueller, Friday night against Tech gave me flashbacks to some Mike Hastings hockey, controlling the puck, limiting shots in the zone, keeping the puck along the boards in the D zone. Was Cato outplaying Tech, or was it Tech not showing up? To me, it's the former rather than the later. Yeah, I think we were all kind of talking after the game. I like Tech I only watched them play against the Gophers, but that did not look like the Tech team that played against the Gophers. Obviously it was lineup wise, but I think they struggled, but I think they also struggled because we were playing so well is how I'll put it, I guess, in my opinion. So I don't think we allowed Tech to get to their game at all, which is credit to us. And I also don't think Tech maybe brought their game. We saw spurts of it on Saturday, but even then, when they were playing decent on Saturday, we were able to follow it up with a couple of great shifts and kind of put them back in their spot. I don't know, Chad, you got anything on that one?
No, I think you nailed it. And I have to admit something here and now. When people say, was it the former or the latter? I have no idea which one's which. I never know. I hate it. I don't know. Like, well, the ladder, the first one, is that the ladder? Because that was the one I said later. Like,
that is a good point, actually.
I never know what anybody's talking about. They're like at work or in social situations. They're like, "Oh, it's the ladder," and I'm like, "Okay, so which one was that?" And I just kind of smile and nod and just hope it moves on. So
smile and nod.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
No clue.
It's a Madagascar reference there for everybody.
Yeah. Gorney.
We outplayed Tech.
Go for it.
We outplayed Tech.
We did. I think, to summarize that thing, Nick, I think it was more us not allowing Tech to play how they wanted to play.
I think it's them not having the car salesman behind the bench, too.
Yeah, I think that played a huge role.
I had no clue where Isaac Gordon was all weekend. I asked Cam on Saturday, is Isaac Gordon playing? Because he was a ghost.
Yeah.
And this guy was supposed to be a UND superstar, and Buddies was this weekend. Steven Sardarian.
Another good sound. Yeah, I mean, he did get a penalty, but
he got a goal.
Well, and I was listening to Tech's podcast that came out on Friday for some reason last week, and they're like, yeah, I think, Micheletti was on there representing the Mavs, and he was like, I think Tim or someone said, like, yeah, it's going to be a good measuring stick for both these teams. And he's like, I don't think we've, other than the U, which doesn't really look that good anymore, we haven't really played anyone that's like going to be on the national level this year. So it's a good measuring stick. And clearly, I don't know what they're measuring, but
they got to mark it 2 centimeters.
Anywho, what are you going to say there, Chad?
Maybe
looked like you were going to speak. Oh,
I don't think I was.
Oh, okay. It looked like you were ready to talk, but all right. All right, Chuds. Yeah, let's go to Gorney here. Great game Friday. Maybe stumbled a little bit in the second on Saturday, but great sweep. Whatever player you talk to, I'd love to hear their go-to chirp in a scrum after the whistle. Best line they've dished out or have said them. My guess would be they can't repeat it on the podcast. At least I'd hope so. Little late. Should have read that beforehand. Sorry, Gorney. I guess Jack said if the puck doesn't find the back of the net, he's come back on next week to get it going, so we can ask him then if that doesn't work out, which he scored too, so it doesn't really matter. But we'll be sure to ask someone here in the future. Irrational Mavs fan, huge 6-point weekend. What are your thoughts on Bryce Strand playing forward? Is he the next extender? Also, Strand's hit on Friday was awesome. So glad the Zebras made the right call during the review. More times than not, we seem to get 5 minutes. Yeah, I totally agree. I like in our Maverick Twitter chat was kind of going off on that one too. Like why is this even under review? And it was a nice clean hit. I thought it was fine. Clearly the refs did too. But yeah, no, huge 0.6 weekend. Totally agree. Yeah, I thought Strand looked great. I kind of talked on that Reed Mort goal. He played that perfectly. He had several other plays like it. Yeah, could be the next Jacob Stender. What do you think?
This year, Chad? I don't
go for it, Jets.
Or sorry, this year I don't see him playing like, you know what I mean. Like if we're healthy, I don't think he'll be in the lineup. Just that's just what I'm thinking. But he could surprise me. But there's just obviously people that are actual forwards that have a little bit more skill. But what I saw this weekend, it was great to see for potentially next year when we lose a bunch of players that he can step up and play both positions, which is pretty awesome to see. I've been really pleasantly surprised about Strand from when I saw them signing him to now. Definitely deserves to be here.
For sure. Yeah, no, he's kind of, he's just a Swiss Army knife. What do you think, Chad?
Yeah, it took me a bit to realize that he was playing forward, but once I did, yeah, he had some opportunities. He was flying around the ice. Like you said, that hit, like when he came out of the box and when they told him, like, you're good, like it almost looked like he had just a giant smirk on his face as he skated back to the bench. Like, damn right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he was flying. I was so happy to see him playing that well.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. BC here. Question: isn't it great to be Maverick? Of course. And he lists off, men's hockey getting the huge sweep, women's hockey huge sweep. Legit, maybe the biggest sweep in team history. Yeah, literally could have been. Football won. Soccer, obviously, we just found out they're triple OT heartbreaker. They're ranked number 3 and they won in the playoff their first game there. Women's basketball, they're undefeated right now, which is nuts. They're ranked number 8, and men's basketball had a nice, obviously bounce back blowout win, which we just talked about. But yeah, it's great to be a Maverick. We love it.
You guys see the locker room video after we swept the Gophers?
The girl, the 6'7" one.
6'7". She goes, someone goes, when was the last time we swept them? 6'7". 0607. I'm like, oh my god, what are we doing? This is awesome.
Yeah.
Was that when Coach was on the team, or was a couple of years, maybe a year or two later? Because she was there when I was there.
When that happened, I was 6 or 7 years old, so I don't remember.
Yeah, same. Okay. Couldn't tell you.
Good talk.
Jamie, pull that up.
Siri, show me this guy's balls.
Eric Odegaard here. Friday was the best 60 minutes I've seen from this Mavs win in a while. Do we have any injury updates? Also, Strand at forward was good, moved up in the standings as well. Yeah. Both those, the two former or latter ones were correct. Totally agree. Do we have any injury updates? Well, I think just we can say what we heard at the BLC event, right?
Well, yeah. So what it was, Felix and Houston are out for the year.
Yeah, they had season-ending surgery.
I thought Rylan was too, but it sounds like he's coming back at some point. Yeah. Other than that, there's not much that we can say other than updates are happening.
Yeah, sounds like some guys are
things are progressing.
Good directions.
Yeah, things are progressing. Look for Cactus Cup weekend to get hopefully a bunch of people back. Around then, get a break for Christmas, and then hopefully people should be back.
Yeah.
Second half, we should be better prepared.
Chad, anything on that one? I guess more statement than anything, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wasn't at the Blue Line Club event, so I guess I don't have
Strand did call us yo-yos at the Blue Line Club event, which
that was
really
nails.
Cool. That's going on my resume.
He goes, what did he say? He's like, oh, I'm scared to see what these two yo-yos have to say or something.
Yeah, we're going to open it up to the room for questions. I'm a little worried about those two yo-yos over there or something like that. So.
And it was so funny because so many heads turned and then you could see people whispering like, why did these kids get I've never seen them before. Who are these two idiots? And then Scott's behind us too. People are someone goes, so why are you a yo-yo? And I go, I'm just me, man.
Well, and one thing on that too is my question for Strand at the event was asking about that Switzerland game, and whether it's going to be a full 60 minutes or if it's going to be a power play, a penalty kill thing. He says it's going to be a full 60. So if you're looking to come and watch hockey, it's not going to be like a scrimmage where there's set up 4-on-4 time or 3-on-5 time or whatever. It's going to be a full 60 minutes. Juts, I know Juts doesn't want me to say my next piece.
Don't
so
fucking say it.
I'll leave it out. Reed Leonard, can you guys get any insight on what Psychos was saying to the referee or even Stender? At one point, both the players were giving the officials an absolute earful. By the way, that game highlight. How about that highlight reel goal by Mercury in Saturday's women's game? What a day.
I think it was a lot of no, you're a poopy head. No, you're a poopy head.
I'm pretty sure, Reed, they were asking what their plans were for Thanksgiving. And they're probably arguing over, turkey
who's
or
bringing
ham
pie
or something. Yeah, something
flavors.
Like that. Pumpkin pie or cherry pie or something like that. I know, Chad, you saw that Mercury goal, right? On the Saturday one? Yeah.
That was nasty. It wasn't quite to the level of Pitlick's goal against Michigan, but it was filthy. Good on her. That was fantastic.
Man, I forgot about that Pitlick goal.
That defense lady got freaking just spun around.
I like how good we're being with not saying defenseman.
I would if my schedule allows it, I would absolutely love to go to a women's game. That just looks like a blast.
We talked about going to more, and then we've just kind of just been busy. But I think me and Cam are going to try to get to a couple more.
Yeah, I'd like to, especially when they're at home. It sucks being at the. It doesn't suck, but it's that's 6 hours out of your day. You're at the rink, It's believe it or not, I might have a life outside of Maverick hockey. So
I doubt it.
Not much of one, but a little.
Not much of one.
Well, anybody who isn't as busy as Cam or Colin, you hopefully this sweep sparks their interest and gets more people in that arena because they're playing good hockey. They deserve it. Show up and support that team.
Nice thing is I can sit in my old seats at the women's games, which
we
is
can
nice.
sit in the student section without feeling weird.
Yeah, without feeling like creeps. Last thing here, Steven, probably my favorite Maverick burner account. Hi, Steven. He reposted.
Occupation.
No, we're not gonna do that. I love I posted the Peter Griffin, the "We're Back" department meme, and he reposted that on this thread as well. So love seeing that. I don't know. I think that's everything. Chad, you got anything to close us out on here? Did we miss
words
anything?
of wisdom for my 2 days of work this week?
Don't get fired.
Don't break a chair.
You're off on Wednesday too?
Yeah.
Jeez. Do kids not go to school anymore? What the hell's going on?
Dude, I have had like maybe 4 days of like actual 5-day weeks since I started teaching. Like 4 weeks of like
say that again?
Like I've had 4 weeks of like actual 5-day weeks. I think.
Tough.
Life's hard.
I'm like short circuiting. I have no idea.
I was gonna say I'm kind of having a seizure.
I've had
in my
4
ears,
weeks
but...
of the full 5 days.
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then there's that last one called Friday.
Days of the week. Days of the week. And the last thing I will say though, is, I mean, we got to shout out Jacob Conrad for keeping the bump going. I know we talked about it, but seeing him coming off the ice and just giving us the salute, and then running into him at Mavs afterward, just that was cool. So always loved that, and hopefully Jack can keep things rolling this week. He's playing some great hockey right now. He's one of those guys that's really stepping up into that void on offense that's been left by some injuries. So
some words of wisdom is protect your melon. That's what I got this week. Protect your melon.
Protect your melon.
Don't get too political at Thanksgiving dinner. Anybody? No one cares about. Just talk to your family, man. I do plan on asking what everyone thinks about Gaza, and then I'm going to leave the room.
Oh my God.
Gaza?
The Gaza Strip, you mean? Yeah.
Hot. Is that even still a thing?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know what to keep up with anymore. There's too much. Hopefully,
so I just watch sports, and
as long as none of the Chattin Mavericks members are on the Epstein list, we should be fine. Don't bring that up at Thanksgiving.
Don't do that.
Right,
we got 12.
All right, we got to turn this thing off. All right, we're done.
We are spiraling.
Always, yeah. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Chattin Mavericks. As always, hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy the turkey, enjoy the cranberry,
for you.
Enjoy the pie, enjoy family time, as long as you're not getting too political.
I'm thankful for everyone in Maverick Nation.
Yes, very thankful to be doing this and to talk to everyone and see everyone at the rink, and very thankful for Maverick hockey and family and community and all that. So with that, roll Mavs. We'll talk to everyone next week.
Thank you for tuning in to the Chattin Mavericks podcast. Please be sure to leave a review, subscribe, and share. Roll Mavs.